Sorry, bless myself. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. This is Allison from AllyKat Creations. How are you? Please, if you get anything from my work, a connect, an epiphany, a mind explosion, a new book to read, a new author to explore, artwork to create, please consider supporting my work. Under the links will be all the ways you can help me out. And it's so appreciated. And thank you all who do those things. AllyKatCreations211.com is where you can find paintings and pyramids and candles. Oh my, holidays are coming and I am backed up. Backed up. So please go check out that website. It's email me because I do everything privately. Um, that way I can't get screwed by the government and everybody trying to take a cut of my amazing stuff. Hi, 3D memberships is a really great way to contribute to this channel, and I do an almost an hour long oracle reading once a week if I can get it in. I only missed one this month. Sorry, it had to happen. But I try to be consistent with those uploads. And you guys get free entries into raffles when I'm able to hold them because shipping is expensive and I'm still trying to get myself back. Hi. Hi. Guys, before I say hi to everybody, let me just explain to you what came in the mail. I got flamingo earrings. It's flamingos. It's folded, but they're flamingos. If I could get it out of my ear. They're flamingies. Look at this. Flamingos. Flamingo. Pancake. Yeah, don't ask me that hi. I literally just had UPS ring the doorbell like who, what, where, when, and why. And here, someone gifted me some flamingo earrings. So thank you, whoever did that. Um Flamingos. Hi, Arnie. Hi, Mel. Hi, Ashmaya. Hi, Marsha. Hi, Sparky. Hi, guys. Yeah, someone gifted me like obviously I will go into it. Literally got home from work not that long ago. Got a lot going on at work. A lot. And just made my coffee and the doorbell rang and here comes some I got a few sets of earrings someone sent me. So thank you whoever that is. Flamingos. Flamingos. Hi, bee lady. Flamingos. I got flamingo earrings. Cool. I'm excited. Obviously, I just came from work. Had to wear my baby pirate shirt. Not happening. And then it's chilly outside, so I'm wearing Marine's camo jacket. Uh Happy incarnation anniversary, bee lady. Yay! Happy incarnation day to you. Happy incarnation day to you. Happy incarnation anniversary, Miss Bee Lady. I don't know where my other exciting emojis went, but we're going to find them now. Happy birthday, born day, excitement day to you. We'll get some flowers. We get some flowers. Interesting. Okay, someone. Oh, hi. Oh, exciting. How exciting. I don't know who sent me the earrings. So I love all of you guys. I really do. I really thank everybody for the amazement and the awesome things that you guys do. I just never get a slip or here's from this person, it because it's being sent from like a distributor, right? Like, so I don't have a thank you, or I just want to, I'll put that out there. Thank you, whoever did that. Um, Flamingo earrings. So I was not privy, and I normally go out with my like my actual camera to take pictures. So last night we had overcast, we had rain this morning, downpour buckets rain this morning. That's why I look like a damn mess. There's other things that go into contribute to that. But that moon, I felt the emotional energy from the moon the last 2 days. I felt. Um, I don't know about you guys, but I know I felt extremely emotionally overwhelmed. Like I'm being pulled again, being pulled. Uh, Timing on things. I know everything happens in divine synchronicity and divine timing. It's just it's overwhelming for me. I'm starting to work. I'm trying to, and then I'm being trained for a startup. Now, I don't have a contract yet. I don't know how much I'm making, but it's someone got me in. A lot of you not, might know this person. But this person is trying to help me out. I said sure, but it was over the summer, and I'm like, oh, I'll do all this training, and I'll be able to like start. No, like things got held up. So everything is hitting me now, and I'm overwhelmed. Overwhelmed with just so much going on in my life. I also have a lot of work issues going on, not issues necessarily in a bad way, but in protocols. I literally got out at 3 and I didn't get home until 4 because I was talking to my person that I need to talk to for paraprofessionals, because Indiana does things differently from New York. And I gave this woman like a rundown of what's going on. And then I'm not necessarily comfortable with my circumstances. Do I need a lawyer? What do I need to do to back myself up? And she goes, no, we got you. Are you sure? I need to know these things. You know, I work with children on the spectrum, but I also work with children with medical fragility and children that have a lot of plethora of health issues, also behavioral issues. So it's like a plethora of little babies in my room, and we got to figure out what's wrong. And one of those little babies is a medically fragile child, and the protocols are not being delivered to me. And I'm usually the one that's doing everything in my room. And in terms of caring for this child, I have a lot more experience than my teacher or the other person. So it's not, a lot of things are falling on me because I'm the responsible old lady. So I needed to find out a lot today, which I did get done. And then my kitty cat sitting duties are starting tonight. So I'll be headed a little earlier today so that I can actually sleep tonight, maybe. Call me, maybe. So I hope you guys got to see the beautiful full moon. I didn't get to see because of the rain and overcast that we had last night. A little disappointed in that. I like taking photos, and it's in Aries. So here's something I saw a little while ago. Super moon in Aries. This super full moon is about liberation. Now is a supercharged seeding for anything new. Aries is a sign of marshaling energies toward a single point of focus. This creates a sense of birth and a new beginning. This is a time for action and courage, not anger or blame. Seize the moment, listen, and act on inner guidance in the present moment. The best is yet to come. I love that end part. That's why I liked it. But there is a lot of going on in the outside world, and I've conveyed this numerous times. I honestly believe that we are being asked to kind of take a step back, breathe, ground, and absolutely understand Aries is the first sign in the zodiac. It is a very fiery, pure, I'm going to dominate shit. I'm an Aries. I'm blunt. I'm very forward. I don't like bullshit. Being the first sign and being this is the super moon and it's an opposite sign. So Libra, we're in Libra season right now. It's the balancing of the scales. And when you have your opposing sign, the energies are heightened. And it's a super moon. So Aries fiery fire is gonna, so we got to be really careful to breathe and understand that this is a new beginning. You got to seed what you want to be in existence. So for me, I want to seed an easier life for myself. I want to be able to not have to worry about the bills and worry about tell them I said hi. I want to be able to not worry anymore. And I don't care in what avenue, like I was always focused on figuring out, okay, so what is going to create my abundance? Okay, what is going to do this, that, and the other thing? I don't even care at this point anymore. I just want to be able to pay my bills and be content. That's not so hard to ask, is it? But it is. And I don't know what to seed. I don't know. But we'll get there at some point in juncture. Some opportunity might open up because it seems like it never wants to open up, and not to put myself in that mindset to not collapse a wave function or to fuck myself over in a spiritual sense, but at what I keep putting things out there. I keep moving forward and I keep getting smacked with resistance. I don't know what direction to go into anymore. I just keep pushing forward because the 3D bills are still having to get paid. Um, I still don't have a window replaced. Who knows? But you know what? If it gets done, it gets done. If it doesn't, oh, this winter's gonna suck. I might look like a crack house having my little earring keeps falling. It's a flamingo. I don't know what to do. So I'm at that stale point. Don't know what to do, don't know how to move forward. I'm just living day to day and in the moment, and that they think most of us can do. We can do that. Um, I just don't like being overwhelmed and backed up with work. I don't like it at all. And it's just like I am early, and that's because I have to take off early because I'm cat sitting again. As much as I love my friends, there's some issues there that need to get tackled when they get home. Yeah, I mean, it's still the bullet. And I told Maureen, I'm like, if we have to go and get wood cut for the moment and then put some I have foam I could cut out. to put there in the winter and then deal with it whenever I get to be able to find a place to cut glass. It's not even at this point getting the glass cut, it's glazing the glass. I have to learn and have to figure out how to do that because it's not just about buying the window paint, it's about like I don't know what the hell they call it. So I'm not getting help with the cats. And I wasn't necessarily asked before any trip was made, and and that was not communicated to me because those the 2 weeks over the summer were definitely, well, when I started working was not easy. And I really, it took a toll on me, and I wasn't asking it, obviously I'm going to do something because it's my friends and I love those cats, but it was a little bit of a taken back. Well, why didn't you ask me if I was even available? And I'm just being outright and honest, not to be an asshole. I'm just being direct. If Marine wanted to take me to Germany to visit for his work, and I obviously now have to find somebody to watch Freya, I'm going to make sure to ask a person first that's going to watch Freya. Can you even do it first? And like, what are you okay with? Because that would determine my trip. I was thinking that, B lady, don't think I wasn't. Well, the problem with Charlene today was that I was stuck at a meeting. So today the kids, so wonky day, first off the bat, there was an issue at my job this morning with the child, and that kind of threw a lot of things off. And then we had a power outage in my neighborhood. My school was affected by the power outage, so we dismissed a half day earlier. My kid's bus never showed up. So by the time we got done in the building, I had to go to a meeting outside at another school. And I had to talk to the woman that's ahead of the paraprofessionals about my circumstances and situations that are going on in my building, but in my room that deals with me. And it by the time I got home was like 4 o'clock, 4:10 ish. And then I just literally ran to get coffee and ran down here to go live because I have to leave earlier so that I can get over there. And the reason being that they left this afternoon. So it wouldn't make sense for me to go right after work. They just left, so they should be fine. I'm not 100% sure. This is brain fog. I'm sure if I recognize the name of the place, but he works for a company in Germany, and he sometimes goes to visit the company and does his work there. Um, and he was like bringing it up to me that if I can correspond my breaks for work to when he go, I don't know. So, but he might go to Germany, and he was like thinking about me bringing me. But I would obviously not be able to do it this year, even if he paid for it, only because like I'm still not okay financially. Like I need to keep working. I don't like being in that kind of mindset, but no one's paying by my bills but me. And like if I don't get my artwork done, I don't get paid. If I don't do these videos and get myself out there, I don't get exposed. I might not get the opportunities that might be somewhere out there for me. Um, and obviously I have to go to work. I can't take off. So, and the job that I'm training for, it's not it's remote. It's a beautiful thing. I have a director role, which is a little bit more involved in training. So once I understand what I am doing, how I'm doing it, how I'm facilitating meetings, and how I'm going about like helping other people, I will be fine because it's not that many hours during the week. It's 1 or 2 hours of devotion, and I could probably get that done over the weekend. It's just the fact that I'm training with this job, so having to do a lot of meetings after work. I'm having to do a lot of meetings to learn what I'm doing. Once I'm in it and things are flowing, I won't have it that bad. But now it's like, okay, it's a lot. And I might be able to help some people out eventually with their businesses if they're interested. But right now, I'm just learning the ropes with this startup. Um, and it's really funny that everybody's like, "Oh, go get a job, get a second job," and then I am like, "Okay, but then how am I going to help everybody else out?" I have to have time to do that. He works for Zoller. So he actually designs machines and makes machine like he doesn't make them, but I'm sure he could. Um Sparky normally twice a day. So that's a lot of gas and I have to wake up early and then be there at night while still going to work and doing what I'm doing. And yeah. Twice once in the morning because obviously I have to wake up early, get there, and then go to work. And then after work or after my videos, get there and close out because there's a lot of kitties and it's a lot of poopy and making sure everything is filled. So it's a lot. Usually takes me a half hour, 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what goes on. Hi, Scott. And that's on top of me doing my chores in the house. Like, I don't have a hubby or a friend cleaning my house, taking care of Frey and little Thor, um, doing my laundry, doing my dishes, and all that stuff. It's a lot on one person, believe it or not, when you don't have that kind of help. Um, I literally the other day mowed the lawn because it was bad. Bad. Um, I don't know what he is up to. He's been working with clients. I want to say it's that company. They make machines that companies use for industrial equipment. So his stuff measures and measurements of like screws, nuts, bolts, and stuff like that. He makes machines that will reproduce those to the nth degree. So that's what he does. I did start early because I have to get off early. Yeah, and his company is based out of Germany. So he works overnight and speaks German. I don't know how those people deal with that language. And then little friend, during the day, when we had moments of not, I don't get a break either. That was another issue that I've been having. Uh, I've been reading comments And there are some haterators out there right now. I don't know, the trolls are out in full force on my channel and commenting on Little Freya videos or Little Thor videos or some of my other videos and like nasty comments. So I've been deleting. I hope none of you are seeing it. And even if the haters are there, whatever, that stuff doesn't bother me, but I don't want it to influence a new person that might like go, oh, there's more than just cat videos? Ah, that's how I got Amy. Amy came on and she just loves Little Thor. And then she was like, oh, there's more to her channel. Yeah, he was talking to me about wanting to go to Germany, and I was like, I'm not a, I would love to go. I haven't been outside the United States ever. I have never had enough funds to have an actual vacation and do something nice. So it would be nice for somebody to take me along, even if it's a work trip, but just to be able to experience something new. I would have to expedite a passport. I do have one, but it's very expired. Um, so he probably not anytime soon, but eventually. But if I ever went away, I would be asking the people in my life, hey, like, can you help me or not? And I'm not here to impose. If you can't, that's fine. But I would base my trip based around Freya. That's my baby. And I want to make sure she's okay. And if I couldn't find somebody to watch her or have dedication to that, I wouldn't go. Or I'd lessen my trip so that I can just leave shit out for her and be it as it may. So yeah, it's just common decency. And I love my friends to death. I really do. It's just that kind of was left field last minute. Hey, can you? Like, I guess you feel like I don't have a life and that I don't have things planned. And I know that's not an assumption to be making, but sometimes I feel that is the case with certain people that they think I'm just going to keep going and doing when you should ask me, maybe I had plans. And then there's no one around to do anything, so I guess I'm stuck. I don't like to be put in those positions. I'm going to add some birdies. I added some lettering. We're going to add some clouds, and this should almost be done. I still have some things to work out. And then I'm still figuring out what I'm doing with Mr. Flamingo or Mrs. Flamingo. If I want to do some watercolor on it, I'm thinking maybe, but I'm pushed back. Oh, and by the way, yesterday's reading, it's a very big iffy, but there's something that I don't think a lot of people caught if you listen to the Urantia book. It talked about the fractals. The fractals. It kind of helped explain in very hard language fractals. You might not believe in your thought adjusters and all the terminologies that they use. There's a lot of things that have definition. The first source and center, the second source and center, God infinite, God this, God that. There's different labels to things, but they went into fractals and it was very interesting. Very interesting. So it's a good perspective chapter just to take it in. I knew Scott would catch it. I really do. Um, I'm all about that too, Sparky, but when it comes to fur babies and animals and stuff, like there is like no one else. And, and everybody that they have tried to get fucked up somehow. So it's always landed on me, which is fine. And but it's like, I'm going to do it. Just, I would like to be asked before the flights and the circumstances are even made, because then I know I have time to navigate my schedule and I'm fine doing it. It's just, it would be nice to be asked and not last minute. And then after the fact that, okay, maybe I was only able to do it a week. Like, the Urantia book is a quite, it's, I started reading this book, there's spirit again, 3 years ago. And I had a person, his name is Paul. He's a really sweetheart. He's a big sweetheart. Um, we lost contact with each other, but he did an interview and he read one of the chapters, like the papers, and we went over it a little bit. And he was explaining to me, like, yeah, if you don't get the beginning part of the book where it goes into all the roles and the people, the thought adjusters, the force and center, like the Melchizedeks are in there a lot. If you're not like your ranch up, nor Lordodeck and Divinington and Solvington and all these realms, the super universes, it goes into a lot of this concepts, perceptions, and all the angels have different roles and jobs, and I actually align with a lot of it, but not with the labeling of terms. So it's close, but for me, there's a lot of iffy things with the definitions, and then who's explaining the chapter is the person getting channeled from the entity, which I'm like, back and forth with. On the first shot I saw it, woo! I probably could still do a cartwheel. Um, but like, my time is my energy, and gas is not cheap. And like, my time is my money, and I might not be respected in certain avenues in certain ways with people, and people just think I'm free as a bird all the time, and I am not. And I get a lot of flack from some people because I don't call. Well, I'm working full time and I got things to get done. It's not because I'm trying to be rude or horrible person. If I could stop and have a moment to myself, that'd be phenomenal. And that's usually where my weekends come in, because now, like, obviously I have I'm trying to get things right with the relationship so that I could have help. Not to say that he's not helping, but we know what I was saying. I don't need to worry. I don't like to worry. And no, worry is a waste of time. I get it. But when you don't know how things are get paid and bills are owed, and you're like, what? Oh, I didn't work that day because I just took a freeloading day off. Like, no, that can't happen in my paradigm. Not yet. Any little birdies. Can barely see them. So Schumann resonance. Let's check in. My phone is wonky. Let there be light. A lot of this has been happening. I didn't even get to check today. We're at a 7.99. 799. No time dilations. Hi, Catherine. How are you, sweetie? No, we're at 799 frequencies. That is very high. If you're feeling it, G field in the electric field is a little on the low side. So I feel better today than I did yesterday. Yesterday, I just felt super overwhelmed, very out of sorts energetically. I got a lot of my answers for work answered today about the child in question and about my, like, what do I do? A lot of the what ifs were answered today. So I feel a little bit better, but not by a lot, because I still have to deal with not the best scenario. And my school was inappropriate in handling this situation properly. And of course, because I am not a salaried worker and no one can give a flying fuck what my opinion is, but I still have to do the job. Here we are. Yes. I believe a lot of us are from the Melchizedek paradigm. Uh, the way they phrase Melchizedek in that book is very highly interesting. I've read a bunch of books about Melchizedek, and we could speculate all day, like Yeshua, same concept, a little different. But it definitely interesting. I'm gonna put a birdie on the beach. How's that? A little outline of a birdie. And someone got me flamingo earrings. There's flamingos on there. Flamingos. I know it's hard, but here's the birdie. Looks like a penguin. And then there's the birdies, the little guys in the background in the distance. And I think I'm going to call this done. I did email the person that commissioned that. Well, they just commissioned me to do whatever I wanted. So we're going to go with it. Yay! Pinky Flamingo? Pinky Flamingo. Melchizedek is cool. Everything serves a purpose in our paradigm, and it's up to us to seek those things. For sure. The best eraser ever. Ever. I'm jealous. I want to be outside. I'm not outside yet. I'll be outside later. So yeah, today was really rainy. I did not get a photo of the moon. Maybe I can get one tonight. We'll see. I hope the sky is clear enough to get some good photos of the moon. It was a super moon. I think it's still the energy will radiate the next few days. So be on the lookout for that. Um, so this full moon marks the first in a series of 3 powerful supermoons in a row. We have now entered a 2-month energy portal that ends on the final supermoon on December 4th. The Aries supermoon fills the sky with fury, magnetic energy that pushes you toward movement and manifestation. This is your time to rise beyond fear, trust your instincts, and take action on what your heart keeps reaching for. This trilogy of supermoons marks a shift where endings clear space for beginnings that match your deepest desires. I'm still waiting. Every dream you give focus to now carries the force to manifest rapidly and divine timing. That's my detriment. The energy is fast, bold, and full of possibility. It favors decisive action, clear communication, and fearless pursuit of what feels right. Well, in my career sector, not much feels right now. The universe magnifies your courage, turning momentum into manifestation. Move forward with faith, speak from your soul, and trust that this movement signals the beginning of your greatest breakthrough. Um, I mean, we're experiencing what we wrote, and we are remembering that we wrote it. Does that make sense? We orchestrated this. That's not easy to believe when you don't have clear, concise proof and evidence in your face. But for some of us that can remember and that are finally getting the epiphanies, the downloads, the aha moments, the connections, everybody's going to feel these things differently, for sure. Shit's going down, no matter what is out there. The King of Salem. I don't know if I posted anything else on the supermoon. But I like this quote. I put it on TikTok the other day. A person chosen by God will never be chosen by humans. Raise your hands. I'm putting clouds around their name. So yeah, I don't know how much these are gonna look like clouds. I don't want it to wow, choo choo train is really, 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 really loud. Choo choo. So yeah, another front energy wise, upstairs has been really focusing me in on not allowing the outside world in what's going on, in not in the storylines and the narratives and the programs, is really to steer very far away from that. I'm sad that these flamingo, these are so wide. I want the flamingo. Not to get wrapped up so much. I need tissue. In what the stories are saying out there. Or who's on first? Who's on second? Chicken! Buck buck. Yeah, I don't know. I have some haters on YouTube land in my comments. Like I did a book review and someone was like, get to the effing point. Well, go fuck yourself. Go read the book. You don't have to listen to me. I'm just suggesting a book. You don't have to like me. Like, stop wasting your, like, people that do that, stop wasting your energy. It's just not good energy to be wasting. It's energy leakage. It's gross. You know what's really interesting the other day? You say surfboards. A lot of tattoo conventions give away surfboard or skateboard, depends what part of the country you're in, awards. So instead of like a plaque, I mean there are plaques on a surfboard or a skateboard, but there are tattoo conventions that do that. I mean, not every tattoo artist gets some cool big trophy. Some of them get really cool plaques that are skateboards or surfboards. I've seen them. That used to be my world. Okay, this might not look like anything for you guys, but I'm going to turn it into magic. And then I was talking to Maureen about figuring out what kind of frame I might want to put a mat on it so that it can match the house colors in the house. We'll see. Okay, why do I need a tissue? And I mean, I would love to win big with a class action lawsuit to whoever sold my information that I can't afford to have an app just get it off. It's a smudgy tool. I would smudge with my finger, but I had to wash my hands several times, like hell, almost all day. Because I had some of the babies today. And then the power goes out, and we're like, whoa. And then the emergency lights kick in, and then we're seeing flashes, and I'm like, oh, I hope that nothing goes off because these kids are not prepared for this, and the loud noises, and wow, crazy day. And then I was able to sneak home really quick before my other meeting to make sure that my power did go out, but not for a long period of time. Okay, so graphite doesn't like to blend as much as I thought. Gotcha. Got to use another pencil. I mean, real mermaids, I believe they exist. Just saying. I do believe in the mermaid phenomenon. I absolutely am a high believer that fairies, mermaids, Bigfoot are all higher fourth octave density beings that come in and out of our awareness. Now, once in a while, there's an orchestration of spirit that allows people to videotape some of these beings. Now we could say, well, that shit's faked. This is CGI. That is AI. And yes, it's very hard nowadays to figure out what is real and what is not. But you go into your heart space to know that those things. You don't need to ask a stupid chat GPT. Yeah, it's good for practical everyday answers and questions that no one else can have. Like I asked about my situation with my kiddo in my room and legally where do I stand and what repercussions can be. So chat GPT was really good at answering that question for me. Um, Obviously every town and every district has different things and rules and caveats. Not easy, so much so. But we'll get there. But I do believe in the mermaids that higher octaves of four. We're not there yet physically, but mentally we are to see them. That also includes like could we consider mermaids aliens? Are the mermaids Lemurian and they just did their about face we're gonna have a deluge and go to inner earth. I mean, we talk about dumbs and reptilians, why not these guys? We're getting there. I want to know if the mermaids, I mean, obviously, I bet you there's good ones and bad ones. Are there bad ones, good ones, indecisive ones? What do we got? Think we have a plethora of a few. And I got spirit on me, so give me a sec. So I honestly believe that the Murs are not from this planet. They came and seeded Lemuria and possibly Atlantis. And then when the last Atlantean continent fell, like they totally took refuge, just like the other entities took refuge in inner Earth, they took it in the ocean. Um, and I think they're now starting to come back up to say, hey, and I know that some of us were mermaids. I was probably one. Um, but fairies and Bigfoot and all of that stuff is fourth density. Just like some of the aliens, they are going to show you that they're around. They might present themselves. They might not. It all depends on perspective, of course. But you want to ask like people like the CIA guys and the whistleblowers coming out about like, oh, there's UFOs coming out from under the ocean. Well, where are they based at? MERS. Are they grays? Are they hybrids? What are they? We don't know. We only assume from Disney and from other paradigms what a mermaid is. Obviously, Atlantis, there was experiments and they combined humans and animals. Wouldn't put it past that. And we don't know what's going on in some of these labs. Speculating here, postulating. Like if you have a master geneticist, they can do anything in terms of experimentation. Yeah, I've seen a picture of that statue in Denmark. When I went to art school, there's a lot of fascinating sculpture. I mean, more people talk about the paintings and the UFOs and the paintings and like odd things in paintings. Um, so there are things that are very obscure or taken a different type of meaning, especially in the art world, but it's a fascinating concept to dwell on. Ashmaya, what goes on in your house, girlfriend? I didn't play it, but I saw it. What's going on in there? Are you having a fiesta? A fairy fiesta? Every time I go live, guys, and Ashmaya has me on her TV, there is activity. And it's a lot. My frequency must be hitting Miss Ireland. It's party night over there. Party night is the best night. I don't know. All I gotta say was the gong bath was great. I did a lot of aligning and readjusting and aligning the grid. I didn't lay down for this one. I don't know why. Sometimes I lay down, sometimes I don't. I was doing a lot of energy pulling. So when I was sitting in meditation and I like do a lot with my hands and just moving energy in spots like on cording and knotting and I was playing with energy. It was very, very, very bizarre and interesting all at once. And I saw it with my own eyes when I opened up my eyes to just I felt a lot of portaling energy in the room, so I was trying to protect everybody in there. Clouds are a pain in the tushy. I know it doesn't look like much on the screen, but it's coming. I might be able to use my blender pencil today. I'll try not to yawn, Scott Pace, but I have no choice. Marine approves of his doggies. Hockey season started. Um, Go Devils. Go Devils. I'm glad I got doggy cute baby approvals. Yeah, I emailed the person that wanted this. Well, just asked me to do whatever I wanted kind of deal. Um, and that's what came out of my brain. So I hope they like it. I can tell you this. I did not anybody else not sleep last night because I did not sleep last night. Um, even Freya, she was a little spitfire last night. I don't know if I was being visited. I don't know if I was being worked on. All I know is that I had a hard time keeping asleep, and it sucked ass because I woke up and actually this is my third cup of coffee today. I don't usually drink that much. I thought I saw Little Thor. Nope. Nopey nopes. I wish I did. He like pops up out of nowhere though. It's really funny. I called him yesterday and he actually came. So his little face pop out from my deck and he came to eat. But otherwise he's like very elusive. So I don't know what has been keeping me awake or not allowing me to sleep that well. Wonky energy. Once again, I don't know how you guys are reacting to the energies. We are in a lot of different alignments right now. Aries is in the forefront, and usually when it happens, a super moon happens in Aries, it's like game effing on. Bitch, get her done. And this bitch is overwhelmed in that energy. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, Ash Maya, my heart goes to you, baby girl. I hope that he's alive and at least thriving somewhere. That makes me sad. I need the sharper. Wow, that's cold. Today's the first day that we didn't hit either 80, 85 or above or 90. It was really pleasant today. I just got a lot of rain, like downpour most in the morning. Even last night, we got a lot of rain. A lot of rain, at least by me. I'm just fine tuning some of the darker spots on Mr. Plumpkin. I want to say yes, Sparky. Although when I made the prints, it may be, I have to go check, but I will let you know. I have, this is 11 by 14. Like the dog portrait's a bit bigger. But when the guy cut the print out, it might be a little different in size. Um, it might be the same size, but it, I it should be 11 by 14. I have it right here. 11-inch by 14-inch. Yes. See, exactly, Ashmai. I think when the guy did the print, he made it a little bit bigger. Um, than the paper. Even though I like specified 11 by 14. And that just could be because of the paper that he put it on and what he did. It might be, I know the drawing is going to be 11 by 14. What? Girlfriend at a store locally or online? Yeah, I mean, the last time I went to the guy, I mean, they all seemed the same size, but like if I put it next to the paper, it probably is a little bit bigger. Um, that was the first time I made prints in a long ass time. That's a long time. I have made prints in like 15 years. And that's only because it's hard to find somebody that has the paper and the ability to do so with big prints. And most of them don't even want to waste your time because they want bulk and not um a few pieces, you know. Oh, Michael's, I have to look. Thank you, Sparky. I have to look. Because did you hear that, Marine? Michael's might have frames on sale. We should go look. I have to measure this paper out because this is not the same. This is a bit bigger. Because I put two babies on here. Two little puppies. Okay, but it's on my way to Michael's. Uh-huh, Mister. I mean, frames can be like pricey. I mean, I can always buy the matting if I wanted a mat and do that myself. Um, but you know. Oh my God. So does anybody know crank anchors? I am not going to put that out here, but Maureen just did an imitation of one of the characters that we've been doing. It's hysterical. Hysterical. I'm really sad actually because one of my kiddos wore a shirt about be happy. And I'm like, oh, that's a perfect picture. And oh, I can't take the kid's photo. There's rules about those things. Haha, now you have to say hi to everybody. Don't get offended if he doesn't say hello to you. What are you doing outside, mister? Oh, you see, when I'm working with the darker pencil and I'm like bringing it out, oh, it's coming out. See, in order to have contrast to see something, you can't just be blaring in light because being the lighthouse, you still need contrast to be able to navigate. If you don't have what are you doing, mister? That you're outside. You obviously you weren't here mowing my lawn. I could have used that. Or fixing my window. Yeah, the things that matter. Busting balls is what I do. So for a trick for those artists out there, if you go into your sharpener and you angle, like tilt the pencil up, depending on the sharpener you're using, FYI, you can get a stabby stab. A stabby. Oh, I know my Devils are playing at, I don't know when. I looked at their roster the other day. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Maureen, your friend Renee is saying hi to you. FAFO. Trust me, today you should have been very proud of me. I de-escalated a situation in a room. Because I do that. You see, you know, I don't think I am cute today. I'm just wrecked. Uh, between getting the kids and getting soaked in the rain and dealing with children in the wrong placements and a lot of crying today, a lot of screaming today. You know, and the overwhelming nonsense that goes on in life. Yeah. I did not say that. Yes, I am. I want to go castle hunting. I have a past life, well, a concurrent life in another dimensional space where I have a sister who is my gatekeeper in this realm in spirit, and she is needing me to find where that spot in Ireland is. Um I would love to go castle hunting with Ashmaya. For sure. Love, love, love that. Yeah, I try. You always stir up trouble, mister. But that's okay. Pumpkin. All right, further back. Does those look like your babies? I'm trying to get the contrast right because this really looks like a good ear, but I can't get that to translate to these guys. Does Buster look like Buster? And Plumpkin look like Plumpkin? Today was not a lot of laughing, but I did twinkle my toes today. Um, we had I had some interesting moments to say the least today. I was very much in my security guard ready to take down mode. I'm not gonna lie. Like if I go to Ireland, I might not want to come home because I'm gonna tell you what, I find that castle, it might be a game over. I'm gonna have to smudge with my finger. Not all parts. Hee hee. Hi, John. No, she's you can ask Marine. Freya is like very, very particular. She doesn't come out. Um, she's a scaredy cat and a half, believe it or not, as personable as she looks. Um, she has murder mittens. Murder mittens. She's a little sassy face, but she is a scaredy cat. She does not like to come out for Marine, even though I think he scares her to death. A little creepy. A little creepy. Just a little. But if I needed a cat sitter, you'd be on my list. I mean, the saddest thing is like I have to come back because I have to trap little Thor because he's coming with. I don't care. Even if he's an outdoor cat in Ireland, like he is not, I'm not leaving that cat to this area. Fuck that. I love my little guy a little too much to let him go. Why do pugs have to be so difficult? And my nose is itchy. Who's thinking about me? Jesus, really bad. I don't know if I could do that. Especially where Eshmai is. She says it's really cold up there, not a lot. And rains a lot. I don't know if I could do that. You do sometimes. I'm smiling, by the way, if you're watching the Blackhawks. No, Maureen treats me nothing but awesomeness. We had our moments and now we moved on, which is a good thing. I will be 2 seconds, guys. I want to wash this off my hands because I need a blending and I can't have this on me. And I knew I was going to do it. Yeah, because this isn't going to take off. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Wash my hands. Whee! Where's my little door? I'm back. Hi, El Sunray. Always happens. I hate when the app does that. So right now on the Schumann residence, we have a lot of grid. You see, this is oh yeah. This might be not the easiest thing to see. Okay, so look up and do you see the lines in the grids? I swear during the gong bath, that's all I was doing was like I was doing a lot of that. I don't necessarily I know I'm gonna wash my hands. Yay! I wash my hands. We're still at 7.99 frequency, which is high as a kite. with just energy incoming. So just be aware. Um, shit's high. Shit's high. Yay! I need my other sharpener. I know I'm an asshole. I can be. So so far this is just about done. Finally, take it forever to do that. I don't have the cruddies on my hand. I'm gonna tell you what, in art school, you got to invest in good soap. Your hands will get dirty, and there's stuff that does not like to come off right away. Thank goodness for magic eraser, because that takes a lot of things off hands, believe it or not. Just a little go-to. I got flamingo earrings. Whoever sent me these earrings, um, I got home from work and not having bullets hit me, but we got flamingos, flamingo earrings. So thank you, whoever got that for me. I never know who sends me stuff because no one leaves a note or a gift. Obviously, if you're ordering it from somewhere and you have my address, cool. Um, but yeah, I got flamingos. And don't mind my little work shirt here. Well, I'm gonna say this. I helped inspire the t-shirt because I told the director and some other of the people that were there last year. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Does any of these pirates emulate any of the kids in our school? No, because my kids are diverse. They're of all colors. So make the pirate babies different colors. Make it like dynamic. And they did. They took my advice. And oh, that's awesome, El Sunray. Another choo choo. I'm so glad that didn't happen when I was working or going to my meeting because I passed the train tracks on my way. All right, let's hope this blender blends. Oh, I don't know if I like this. Maybe for the clouds. It's making shit darker, not the one I wanted. It's supposed to just blend. Thank you to all the 10 friends that are watching. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, thank you. Um, Also, dragon energy is a huge right now. So if you're seeing dragons, my dragons were very much intertwining, interlacing each other during my gong bath. Um, So the dragon energy, I know that Scott has told me he's been seeing new dragons pop up in my videos that I do. Hi, Ivy. Maureen got to meet Ivy. She went to the gong bath too. I am live. I didn't I'm probably gonna end it in another hour so I can go and do I need food. I didn't eat today. Not really hungry, but I do need to eat. I know I don't like adulting either. I adulted too much yesterday. I was like I had a 2.5 hour Zoom call. And then I did a video and I had to pay a bill and then a couple of other things and holy junk. It's hard to see. Puggles! See, this ear now looks way better. See, as an artist, it's always good to look at different perspective, color, angles, lighting to see a bigger picture. So I'm just looking through the camera to see if I'm happy with Plumpkin and Buster. High spirit, low spirit. Both of these babies are in spirit. Okay, I gotta do something with the collar because that looks like a hi. I need to go to Walmart. I like Target, but I spend too much money in Target. Yes, Ivy met Marine and got to do the beautiful gong bath. Love it. All right, I may do more eraser. I get road rage. I honestly had to really establish that people out in the Midwest are fucking slow. Sorry, anybody that lives out here. I'm still getting used to the I don't need to be running, like not jogging, running. New Yorkers run. Even if you think it's a fast walk, it's a run. We run everywhere, everywhere. I'm used to having to run to a ferry all the time. It's not fun. Do not recommend. But when you want to get the first seat on the bus or a seat on a bus after you get off the ferry and you're traversing Staten Island, you really need to run. You really do. There's, you know, also the marauders and the evil people that are inhabiting these cities. You need your fast legs. You need fast legs. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like the biggest thing I like about here, besides like people taking so long to do shit, but driving, on the other hand, New York, the average speed limit is 20. You can't go anywhere in Staten Island, at least it's a police state, without a police camera, red light camera, or a speed camera going off. If you are speeding, and speeding in their terminology is over 30. I think there may be one or two spots on the highway that you can go 50. Here, it's the Autobahn. I like it. Um, I mean, people thankfully can drive here, but like when you go to Walmart, everybody takes their slow ass time. Um, it's really annoying. People have like more patience than I do when you're going and walking in places, like holy crap, I can't tolerate a lot. But that could just be me. Yeah, I like to actually be able to get to the bathroom if that was ever a possibility. And there's some spots like the lights in Indiana, I call them the blowjob lights because you can wait and get a blowjob beside by the time they turn green. But otherwise, yeah, New York really, 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 really sucks for the speed limits. And then everybody is getting like butt hurt, and I can't even tell you the news coming out of like where I used to live is bananas. Bananas. Someone got decapitated the other day. Decapitated. Legitimately. Yep. That. Oh, yep. There's a lot of foulness going on in the world, and it's a lot of people feeding energy that shouldn't be fed. All I want to know is, are we gonna ever have our JG Wentworth? I want my money and I want it now moment. I want to have my JG Wentworth moment. And it's really sad that Mega Millions was the ticket price was $5. What the hell? I wanted to buy Marion and I wanted to buy a ticket each, and like, oh, $5? Nah. I could tip somebody that, and we did. But that's okay, taking back roads and being grandpa on a Sunday drive because no one's you're not impeding on anybody, right? Like it's nice to go and look at the scenery and be slow and cool, but like when you're in city traffic, get out of my way. B, there's another train, by the way. Did you read that, Marie? This one likes to go on the Autobahn. I can't. If I was my tattoo self, I'd be pissed at myself. But this is actually not bad. Considering. I'm just darkening up the lettering. I want my J.G. Wentworth moment. For all the money that the government has stolen from me, holy fuck. Stolen. Robbed me of. Robbed. And through taxes too. Robbed. J.G. Wentworth. Yeah, I like that blueberry chick. I think that's a cool costume if you can reproduce it. Did you read what? Huh? I'm confused. I'm making an orchestra out of pencils. See, when you do that, you just flip it over and it's like new. How do you like it, Marine? And my teeth are falling out. That's great. I need to glue this. You see that little gap right there? Not fun. I think I'm finally done. What do we think? Okay. I don't know if he had, I mean, so he got the like the same package that I did for the babies. They don't, I took ink for Odin, Morgan, and Ethan Cat. And I but I don't know if he took prints. Like they do like clay or hard clay and they press in the print. I don't know. I was thinking about prints. How do I feel after the gong bath? Well, I was doing more align work and the grid work. Um, I have been the last 2 days have been very overwhelmed energetically. Um, I'm being tested big time in a lot of other areas in my life, like career. It's the astrology in my and where it's hitting. And I don't like it. I hope you're not just saying that, Marine. I know. Um, so I don't know, like I feel a little wonky after the I felt great after the gong bath, but energetically I'm trying to align the grid so that I feel better for myself and that other people will start feeling better once things are more in alignment. But the full moon in Aries is a fucking windbag of a shit show. Thank you. So like up close, it's weird. Look at a little face. Hi, little pumpkin. And a buster. But then like far away, like my work looks a lot better far away than up close. Just my opinion. Like if I were to take their photos that I did it from and like it looks way better from far than from up close. Just my opinion. Yay! We can go get a frame. Yay! I like doing that. And if it wasn't for buckshot and the flamingo bonanza that we have going on here, like flamingo earrings, and we have Charlene's flamingo pinky, and then we have a big flamingo right here. Yay. And then there's the flamingo print that I did for buckshot for his daughter. If flamingo frenzy is where it's at. Um, I love these, by the way. I really do. I love these. I love these flamingo earrings. Um, but a lot of people um I channel the animals, but I also channel the humans that have transcended. And I get a bit of their essence and their little quirkiness within what I do. But anybody, if you took the time to just understand like placements and then learn how to shade and pick the pencil up and use the pencil in different angles, anybody can make these. It takes time. It took me years to like get this far and a lot of practice, but I mean, we got a flamingo. Not we're gonna get this one going on next. We got flamingo here. And I'm thinking I might add some watercolor because I want to do ocean, but I want bubbles. So I'm trying to figure out how to get the bubble created. Bubbles. I want bubbles. And bubbles over here, but little bubbles, but I want bubbles. But I got to figure out how to get that effect. And I'm thinking watercolors might help that make it make sense. Because I want it to be fun. But beach, but bubbles. Bubbles. So I'm trying to figure that schematic out. But we got ocean and we're gonna work with it. Do you want bubbles too, Renee? Okay, I want bubbles. Like bubbles. Not crazy, but watercolor. But then I'm gonna go back in with the color pencils, kind of like what I did with this, because this is watercolor, but with color pencil. It's a little hard to see, but these color pencils have a sheen to it. But there is a technique I'm just looking up where you use a watercolor, but then you go in with the color pencil, but it looks like bubbles. I love bubbles. And it's I mean, flamingo. So like it's the beach, but then I'm gonna have some bubbles. So it's fun. I want to have fun. Chicken! Buck buck! Fun, fun. See, chicken. Chicken's fun. I know people think I'm weird. It's okay. And a very happy birthday, happy incarnation anniversary to B Lady. Bubbles are awesome. It's just about getting the bubbles to look like bubbles and not looking like bullshit. Hi, Thomas. Long time no see. Flamingo bubbles and sparkle farts. Glitter sharks. I mean, it's supposed to look like it's a flamingo in having bath time fun. So like rubber ducky, but flamingo. And it's like bath time, but like in the beach. Mm-hmm. I'm so upset that these fold. These have to stop folding. This one is kind of tucked in my ear, so you can't really see. It's a flamingo! Love it, love it. Hang on. Jesus Louises. I'm getting a lot of interesting new people on Freya videos. Buckshot! So I don't know. Oh, hi. Hi, let's do chicken green. Chicken! Buck, buck, buck. Um, I'm noticing the algorithms and stuff on YouTube are a little off. Um, so like a few days ago, I had 2.3K, which is a lot for a Freya video. And they'll like I have one that has like 164 views. And then some of them go up to five in the 500 range, and then some of them are close to almost 1,000. And then 800, and then 400. And what the dreams? I'm being worked on. I'm being worked on. Not necessarily in my body 98% of the night, but I am waking up a lot to like things in my room. And Freya keeps jumping on me to like get me up. I don't know. I guess she's trying to protect me. I don't know. Crazy last 2 nights. Um, Something I listened to Brian Scott this morning because by the time I got myself obviously it was downpouring, so I had to change the outfit that I had planned to go into work. Obviously, I had to wear this shirt, but I had another outfit going on, and I was a little on the late side because I usually like to listen to a bunch of stuff in the morning. Brian Scott brought something to my attention that I think would benefit all of us. I want to go back to the video that I listened to earlier this morning to really like take notes on it to like pinpoint it out. But in summary, for me, it's about creating, manifesting, being content financially. I don't need $1 million. I'm not materialistic in that kind of way where I need to be in a Chanel outfit. I don't need Louis Vuitton. I don't need a Ferrari in my driveway. I just want to be happy and things run properly, right? I don't need the new iPhone. Of course, would I like a new phone? Absolutely. Does it need to be standard? I needed to work and I needed to do what I needed to do for what I do with Freya and Little Thor and my other stuff. Being said, it's not a horrible thing to treat yourself to the finer things in life, but I that's not stuff that makes me happy. I like memories. I like looking out into nature that costs free. I like creating artwork. If that's where my money and my contentment goes, is like getting paper to create, I'm happy with that. I don't need extravagant things in my life. So when Brian Scott is talking about money and manifesting what you want, we've been told to raise our frequency, hold the frequency, try to collapse and observe what you want. We got to start tricking our brain, and this is what I'm trying to pass my brick wall with. It's not pretending you already have it, because obviously in a material sense you don't. Like, I want this new car. I want this new car. Acting as if is lying to yourself, because acting as if is already in your a reality is a farce. You don't have it. You have to do work. You have to put the energy out there. You actually have to do something physically to obtain that object. It just doesn't pop out of the sky in here unless you live in Tornado Alley and a car drops in front of your house. Let's just be realistic. We especially those of us on the higher thinking processes, it's hard to lie to ourselves to say we already have something and feel it because it's not in our reality. So it's not necessarily obtainable when you're faking it. Like fake it till you make it. Sure, I can have and I can adapt to that attitude. And am I walking authentically in that thinking? I'm not, because I don't have that obtainment. What Brian Scott said that little bit triggered me, which I want to go back and refine what I'm saying now, but basically is that you already have a timeline where it exists. So instead of faking it till you make it or claiming it as if, because as if doesn't make sense in this paradigm, I already have it paradigm also sort of, but knowing that you already have it now, thinking about that you already have a timeline where this stuff has been already achieved, now it's about observing it in your imagination, not necessarily in your outer world. Yeah. I that's why I will refuse to move into a lot of the portions of Tornado Alley. I've probably been killed in a tornado in another paradigm. I'm fascinated by tornadoes. Fascinated by them. But I no. And if I do, I need a bunker. I need a storm shelter bunker. Bunker. Let's just say let's just talk about how Miss Allison in one paradigm is married. I have a beautiful property where I have underground under the house. There is a shelter for storm, but also a ammo room, a shooting range, and a gun room with food stocks, just in case. And that's not being like illegitimate. That's just being smart. And then outside range, I want pew pew fun. I do. I like that stuff. I don't care how much I suck. It's about the fun and the experience. I want a garden. I want a lot of things, but practical stuff that I can live off of. It's not being a millionaire and having like a million things. It's the finer things in life that could sustain you. And that's the vision I have, with some animals here and there. But can't do that in Tornado Alley. No, not all of it underground. Hi, Amber. But I do want a shelter underneath the ground far enough. Um, where if an EF5 were to happen and everything got wiped out on the top, at least there's stuff on the inside bottom. So canned food, I would love to have just a whole hyper hydronics, however you say, hydroponics. There you go. I would love to have my microgreens and all that stuff in there with I need an ammo room, I need a gun room, I need a bedroom. Just but also for other people to come in and shelter in. Practical stuff. But high manifestation, is that practical? Maybe one day. Who knows? I just got your message, Ivy. I just replied. I would love a whole granny pod because I am like grannying out. Um, I would love a whole art studio. That's the stuff that brings me joy. That'd be fun, but one day at a time, paying the bills comes first. But he was talking about Brian Scott from the Reality Revolution. He's on YouTube. I like his activations. They're short, they're like a half hour, and they're very informative. And it speaks to my unconscious once in a while. Not all the time. I get distracted by, reading my emails and getting shit done. But it's interesting to hear some of the things. And I literally do have to go back to get the right wording. Because if we can all take what I felt this morning and apply it into what we want as a humanity and spiritually trying to shift people out of this black and white. We do need contrast, by the way, you need it. But like the hate, the shame, the blame, and the lower vibrational stuff, and like start shifting all together now, all together now, all together now. Jazz hands. We would be in a better place. Yeah, girl, I did not eat. But I'm not that necessarily hungry. I got my coffee. What did I have? I had a snack today at work. We got a soup Nazi in the kitchen, which is not nice. And I mean, she isn't pleasant, but uh, you glitchy. What are you talking about, glitchy? How am I glitchy? I have too many things on my desk right now that have importance. Where I found it. I don't try this at home, but I'm actually gonna try to make something out of the ash. Yeah, this is my third cup of coffee. Um, doesn't hurt to sage. I mean, there's a sleeping dragon right here. Um, I see something right here. Um, I keep getting dark flashes over here. I got activity. Not gonna lie. Not bad energy, but I know that the last couple of nights I've been worked on. Um, I mean, there's things at work that have been happening. I know that one of the little girls that was supposed to show up today didn't come today because our half days are wonky. But she usually talks to spirit, and I usually get to see once in a while. Those are fun. Um, no little Thor. I know he did come to eat. I just don't know what time. And I don't know what's going on with the. I've been seeing a lot more stuff on quantum physics, but I just did a quantum AI metaphysical pondering. But there might be more and more coming in the purview. I know that the quantum physicists won the Nobel Peace Prize, but some of us know what that prize really is. So yeah. This just popped up. Physicists have found signs of a possible fifth force of nature hidden deep inside atoms. Most of us spiritual people already know about these things, but we have to have tangible evidence in our third dimensional reality to make us actually sound like we know what we're talking about. But we know when we go into our heart space and we align and feel with spirit. What's the sign language for ghost? I know this is spirit. I've been trying to pick up more of my sign language again. Sort of. I think it's fun. I was wanting more information on one of my teachers was posting a math problem in lattice math where you box it out and you simplify shit, and like uh kids don't know how to, like, some kids don't know how to break down numbers, and sometimes you could break a number differently from what the example is, and holy fuck balls. Yeah, so there is that. But I'm looking. I don't get those two things about the Aries full moon, super moon. This is the smartest meme ever. If taxes are still being removed from your paycheck, the government didn't shut down. Smartest meme out there right now. Is that truth? Potentially. My dragon over here, like, he shifts for me between brown and red. Shifts. Shifts. Buckshot! So did the government really shut down if your taxes are still being taxed out of your checks? Obviously not. Mm. Oh, it's a new one. Why do I got sleeping dragons, anybody? That pisses me off. I need them to be, I mean, I have a bunch of dragons. A bunch of them. I got some encircling the house. I got three circling the Stargate in New York. Um, which I don't think to this day anybody has actually opened yet. I hope not. And if they do, I hope it's clear. Mm. Okay. I found the one that I wanted to read. Tonight, tomorrow, the supermoon and solar storms amplify cosmic energy, creating a powerful 72-hour window of supercharged intensity. I've been feeling that shit. The Aries supermoon merges with solar storms, creating magnetic energy that pulls emotions, truth, and desire to the surface. You may feel charged, restless, or overwhelmed. I felt overwhelmed the last 2 days, for reals, by the need to say or do something you've been holding back. Mhm. Sleep feels light, emotions run high, and instincts lead before thought can catch up. I've been feeling this. Everything feels intensified as if life is buzzing with energy that demands instant release. People speak without filters, emotions spill out, and messages arrive exactly when they need to. Hidden feelings, unfinished stories, or old connections circle back for review. Aries energy fuels courage and forward motion, while the solar storms heighten emotion and awaken parts of you that no longer stay quiet. For at least the next 72 hours, the energy feels wild, electric, and magnetic. Expect revelations, confessions, passion, heartfelt outbursts, raw truth, and brave action that entirely reshapes direction. This emotion in motion, fast, fury, and fearless. You know what they need to give me is a different job position with money. That's what needs to happen. Yeah, I got a lot of dragon energy, but these dragons need to wake the fuck up and start doing shit. Like I need a new window. I need my pipes fixed because winter is coming. And the last thing I need is a backup in the winter because that's gonna fucking suck. Um, that's the thing that happens around here. Um, I need things fixed. So the manifesting power and bringing it into motion, yes, I need that stuff. But how? I don't know. Unless I get opportunities handed or presented or people watch and go, oh, I can use her artwork or, oh, I could do this. Yay. Something. Just putting it out there. But I am happy that we got Buster and Pumpkin finished. And now we can go get a frame at Michael's, potentially. I added some birdies. And a little guy right there. And then next week we're gonna do flamingo with some bubbles and some fun stuff. And we're gonna figure out a composition background for that. I have stuff mapped out on it. It's just really hard to see. I hope when I go outside and go do cat sitting duties that I see the moon because last night it was raining here and I didn't get to do much because of the rain. I did try to go out and get a picture, but we had a lot of overcast and it was not fun at all. So I'm hoping where I'm at, where I'm here, that I can see it. Um, it's annoying. It's annoying. Um, I love photographing the moon. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I love when I'm able to capture those things. There are a few of my photos that I might actually paint or draw, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Well, yeah, I got the I don't have the feet mapped out, but that's where I want the sudsies to come up, like the bubbles bubbling up. And I got the foot sort of mapped out. So I got some mapping out to do, but I the bubbly action is really what I need to get compositionally because I want it to look fun. Fun. And I'm probably going to attempt to do it on a different piece of paper to make sure I am okay with what I do because I really love how Flamingo came out. And I want to fuck it up and find out later. Yeah, the one foot's going to have the razor. And then the bottom is going to be the bar of soap. It's going to be fun. I'm getting a lot of new people watching Freya. I love your singing. I sing to my cats all the time too. I don't necessarily sing to them only until the video comes on. Um, I'm usually just calling Freya. Yes, I got the light reflecting off the legs, but that's for beach light reference. Things have to make sense. For sure. Things have to make sense. I want this shirt. Oh! Okay, so the Cat Cafe, I love their shirts, and I have two of them. And I got a hoodie because I so it helps supports the Cat Cafe. But they got this orange shirt. Oh my gosh, look how cute it is. I need a cat shirt. But it's for kids. But I'm sure they have adults. I wanted to make a pumpkin plushie because I like plushies. We talked about our plushies the other day. The cutest stuff ever. Cutest stuff ever. I'm still waiting to see if our pair of lovelies landed. I don't know. Um hopefully I get a text message. Because I'm going to be ending a little on the earlier side and very soon so that I can go do some headquarter cat love, cat sitting for the next 2 weeks. So things are going to be a little on the shorter side. Interesting. I'm going to share this. So did you know scientists, we don't know who these people are, if they're experts, not experts. We know about the experts. They're not really experts. They're just people that claim that they have knowing. Certain human brains developing rare ability to distinguish between artificial intelligence, generated content, and authentic human created material. I think many of us on this channel that are in the chat right now have that ability. Many of us have that ability. We have this ability. I'm pulling something up. Give me a second, my friends. So, Miss Sparky had a birthday. Well, she visited here in Northwest Indiana. And for her birthday, very special people get plushies from me. And this is the plushie that I got Sparky for her birthday. Buckshot, your daughter needs to get a pair of these. Someone gifted them. I don't know where they came from. But this is the birthday present I got Sparky. It's a dragon, and it's really cute. Buckshot, your daughter needs a pair of flamingo earrings. Buckshot, look at the screen. Tell your daughter. Flamingo earrings. I'm going to have to take pictures of these. I literally put them on as soon as I got them and then came downstairs. So I'll take a picture for you, Buckshot. It is a cute dragon. And everything happens in synchronistic time, because when I went out and I was just looking to see if I could get a little trinket for Miss Sparky for her birthday, that was like what rang, screamed, hey, me. So I did it. I did it. Couldn't say no. Could not say no. So we got that happening. Some people are equating what happened, excuse me, in the Schumann resonance as a timeline collapse. I don't think that's a timeline collapse, to be honest with you. It's more of a merger. Usually if there's a collapse, like what I usually get from my knowing is that it's white all the way down. And we're still purging energy. A lot of us are still going through the energy right now of the astrology, of your own personal astrology, of the karmic in the world and all of that stuff. So I mean, take everything that you read and absorb with your heart. As I just said, the scientists are finally understanding that a lot of us pick up on that energy, and that's we can determine if it's a CGI, AI, or humanly done. Obviously, anybody can go into a chat GPT or an AI and like generate artwork like this if they wanted to, but I actually physically did it. The same thing with our babies here. I drew this. And I think that's another reason why I like to do stuff now in front of you guys. And not to say that you guys wouldn't believe me, but anybody new coming onto my channel or don't know of my artwork, don't go investigate my website, could think that I'm just generating this stuff. Well, I'm actually physically drawing it. But I can tell you, it's a flamingo. That came from my brain. Brain, brain. All those pyramids. I mean, obviously I put the mold. I didn't make the mold, but the mold's there. Pyramids. Lots of them. Hi, Walter. Thank you for contributing to our lovely channel. You rock. Um, and I just want to say this. There's a lot of comments and stuff that I don't like get notifications on. I don't know why. Because there's been some YouTube and they have mentioned this on like my back end. So like when you have a channel, you go to your studio, like it has a studio, and you get to see a lot of things in that studio. And they have said that there's been issues with views and comments and subscribers, people leaving and like them dropping people off. And then the membership thing also is a little wonky. Um, it's weird. It's weird. I'm not seeing every comment. I'm not seeing like I had a couple of members drop off and like I know sometimes people pay by the month and forget, but other times people are like, no, I didn't unsubscribe to you, or no, I didn't cancel my membership. So it's weird. So it just a heads up, just keep looking. Um because I do want to I mean I'm happy with what you this community. I love you guys. The more the merrier at times because it means we're expanding and the messages are getting out, if that makes sense. I mean, I'm going to give you a perfect example. I asked AI to put my photo and put me in a gothic outfit and put me behind the screen by Edvard Munch. Um, obviously, we know I took a couple of pictures with my fuzzy cat ears, and I thought it would be funny to put myself in the existential crisis. That's what the meaning of the scream is. And I love the colors, and that is AI generated, but it's still me AI'd. There are people that like Arnie who uses AI, but from his vision and his will of intention, that comes out more authentic. There's feeling behind that stuff. AI is a tool if you use it properly. CGI is the same thing. You can make things look super real. And I know there's been some podcasts that are going around showing you that what 98% of the things you're seeing on television is probably generated. Like a guy eating spaghetti is not even a real dude. Um, and if you really want to work on your intuition, if you really want to work on your spiritual sights, you know what a good exercise is? To look at that generated stuff and to see what is real and what is not. Are you feeling soul essence? Are you feeling a soul? Once you can feel a soul and the light emanation from it or the dark, I'm getting chilly. You will be able to distinguish a lot of that stuff. And I think a few of us have that ability in this chat. Another choo-choo train. That's, I think, 5 or 6. That's a lot. But I like to mess around with AI to have fun with it, not to, like, obviously, all my work has my energy imprint in it. That's why I like to heal and I like to touch and be hands-on with things, because every one of my pyramids has my energy infused in it. It's infused. My artwork, my pencil, my paintings, all of that stuff has me in it, if that makes sense. My energy, at least. But if tax is still being removed from your check, the government didn't shut down, is like the best meme of the night. Best memes of the night. And I ordinarily don't do this during the craft and sips, but I feel compelled. Let's pull some Oracle because I'm gonna be leaving in like 10 minutes. Because I don't want to get back too late. And I might need to hit up a grocery store to get some creamer. I know, and I'm not as much as like I like real animals in movies, but I don't at the same time. Well, I know I rather real animals. But it depends on the type of movie that animals are being depicted in. Makes sense. Oh, I love NCIS. I was Abby for I think 2 Halloweens, and it's just doing me, but with her hair. I love Abby from NCIS with Gibbs. And then if I were to ever turn on a television, I know Maureen watches television. I would love to see the Tony and Zeba um adaptation of NCIS, because I was vested in that show until I stopped watching television. Just saying. Yeah, I like if they were to ever do a movie on me, I would love my animals like to be my animals, not some CGI BS. I mean, if people are going on safaris, I mean, people can fake that shit nowadays. Why would you want to do that? I don't know, but people do that just to get likes and shares and woo, follow me. Nope, Freya is real. A little stinky butt. Gipo, generosity, opportunity. If this room card is drawn, the theme of giving and sharing is prominent. There may be a surprise gift arriving in your life soon. I was just talking about manifesting finances earlier. Interesting. Whether a material one or in the form of emotional support from others, or even the gift of discovering a hidden talent. I love that. The card urges you to appreciate this gift for the blessing it is, but it also indicates the need for you to shine a spotlight on the energy exchanges in your life right now, including personal relationships, partnerships, and contracts. Are you giving too much and receiving too little? Or are you the one not investing enough in a situation? You are especially encouraged to ensure that there is balance between giving and receiving in all your relationships. It is also wanting you to take a close look at the most important relationship, and that's the one with yourself. And to create a harmonious balance between being sensitive to the needs of others and taking care of your own. That's where my balance needs to happen. And my barriers were up, but I'm too nice sometimes. Because I love waking up at 4 in the morning, and I love being shot at the end of the day. And with not much consideration. Um, Honestly, I mean, I'm not, if I were to be drawn to watching stuff, it's like selective, because I'm already in the awareness that things are programmed for a reason, and that I'm tuning into a channel, I'm tuning into a paradigm, and sometimes my brain does need to relax and just like co-pilot itself. And other times, like I know that there's something being steered in a show or a program that I am not aligned with, but I won't let absorb. Very, very key point right there. And I urge everybody to take into that for yourselves. Chicken! Buck, 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 buck. Sorry. Never gets old. Chicken. Dragons. I'm going to try to get this as funny as possible. It's monkey butt. Swooping in round and round. It's monkey butt. Swooping in for some fun. Dragon is unfortunately upstairs. Um, I want Dragon to be safe and seen. I don't have flamingos, unfortunately, but flamingo! There we go. And for the people in the chat, we got tampon emojis. Tampon emojis. Thanks to Bob. You got that right, girlfriend. So I can think working in pre-K with the babies that I get these jingles and then watching videos like Danny Go and uh Go Noodle and all those. So there are things on my website. I have a direct link on my YouTube channel for crafts. I have signs galore, like nice ones. I don't know if I have anything down here. Like I have patriotic hearts with shells. It's a little bubbled out, this one. The mold, I have to get a new heart mold. This is my personal one. I'm not selling this one, but I make these too. James Bone is going to send me some shells because I want to remake that guy. But you see, the mold only fits certain. I'm hoping the 308 fits in here. It looks one fits perfectly, and others don't. Um, I do floral skulls too. They're pretty floral. Um, See, that's a whole lot of pyramid behind me. There's a lot of pyramids. Lots of pyramids. Hang on. Let me see if I got more. Come on, knock on my door. I'll be waiting for you. Do 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 do. Three's Company do 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 do. Da ba 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 da 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 ba da ba ba da ba 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 ba. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Uh, um, so I got signs like this that I painted. I make crafts that's a feather stuck to it, but like like you could put your keys on that. And then I got stuff like that. Well, I put stuff, I have to finish this, by the way. So it's been sitting there. So I got a plethora of stuff, John, on my website. There's some paint and sip paintings. This one's not up for grabs because I personal, but there's a lot of paintings for sale. But email me because there's a lot of stuff that is just that has already been sold, but I can't make the claim on my website that I'm selling anything because then it comes into legalities. So taxes, and if I sell off the site, I owe the site a cut, and then I have to then have a tax ID, and then I have to give them a cut, and it just I'd rather do everything privately. Um um and also like right now, shipping is ridiculous. Um, and it's why I'm not doing the raffles because usually I'll raffle off like a sign or a painting. And unfortunately, I don't want to up to, like my pyramid prices are pretty cheap compared to other people. I'm packing a lot of my stuff with like pure, all of those layers of gems. They're not layered with epoxy in terms of like color. Some people will just do like the copper and then they'll do like a black or a purple or a pink and then they'll do some gems and they'll do another color. No, all of that is packed with gems. And shipping, the last time I shipped a pyramid out, it was almost $44 just to ship the box. $44. Where last year and the year before that might have been 15. I could do 15. 44, no. So I have to up my prices, but it depends where I go and what place. I am now using UPS for my posters or the paintings, anything thin in a longer box because it's cheaper. Believe it or not, the print that I sent to Ashmaya was cheaper to send international than it was to send to Scott, which was $33 to get to Utah and 40 something dollars to get to California. By the post office. Now, if I go to UPS, it's way cheaper. But you got to weigh what you have. So I don't like it. And I want everybody to get stuff, but it does cost a lot of money out of my pocket. And at the moment I'm financially like pinched. I've been pinched. I'm just now getting back on my feet semi. Yeah, postage is absolutely batshit from like the lady was like, "Oh, this is this my what? It wasn't this a few weeks ago." And I'm now talking a couple of months back. I'm like, wait a second, I've been shipping this stuff out for the last 3 years, and this is the first time you're telling me that a pyramid that's 6, 7 pounds with the packing and everything is $40. No. Hi, Amy. Auntie Amy to the rescue. Yeah, there's a lot of meteors and a lot of things in the hologram happening. It's fun and exciting. Hi, Miss Amy. I'm in a lot of pain too. Holy hell. I need to take some magnesium. Long day. Tomorrow's gonna not be terrible, but woo! Bananas and pajamas are going down the stairs. Wow. Interesting. 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 Hi, Rob. Oh yeah, there's a lot. Actually, we've been having kids drop like flies in our class. It is allergy season for this region. We just had a lot of rain, so I'm hoping it kind of calms down, but there's a lot of mold in the air and we've been in drought for the last month. So it sucks. It, it's so weird. Really weird. Anywho, I'm just looking at stuff because I have my concerns. I don't know if YouTube is fixing itself, but I'm glad it is. So last card of the night, because I do have to get off, I have to go cat sit, meaning I just have to clean some litter boxes, make sure all the water in the food is refreshed, and then repeat and rinse tomorrow. Um, Normally Wednesdays, I do the Curtis book readings, make a TikTok, and kind of do vegging out a little bit, like doing like more a little bit meditation, getting my drawings kind of finished uppers, but I just got those two done today. So I'll start on some experimentation with bubbles. I'm really excited. I'm hopeful that everything goes good the next 2 days and I'm not crazily overwhelmed like I've been feeling. But we have Yogini of 285 hertz. This I can show. Changes in your life, including closing doors or missed opportunities, are not going to derail your fulfillment. Realignments are happening based on divine wisdom and timing. This is where I'm fucked all the time. You are being diverted from unnecessary obstacles and suffering. Trust in how your life path is unfolding. Stay true to your authentic healing journey because it is working, whether you realize it or not. Significant inner healing is taking place. So I definitely will, Miss Sparky. I know for my own self that the overwhelming feelings that I've been having and the things that are pulling at me are the things leaving my paradigm, and my boundaries and stuff are going up higher. And for a lot of us in the higher expanded consciousness, it is harder for us because we see more of an expansion. We see a lot of different timelines. We see a lot of things that a lot of other people don't. So what one may think is like their life path, like I see the potentialities in so many different pathways, but it's like, which one do I choose? And then what divine timing is, well, everything in the third dimension has to equate for the timing to be right in linear space for me to walk into that opportunity physically. The yogini holds space for healing and enlightenment, moving through obstacles and challenges with wisdom, patience. Not easy for Aries or any fire sign for that matter. Commitment and often great joy. She is our spiritual sister, our sacred friend, and our guide away from the bleak, erroneous thinking of ego into the softened, awakened, relaxed, gracious way of spirit. The tone of 285 hertz supports the treatment of wounds, cuts, burns, and any other damaged tissue. It is the tone of optimal health, just like the yogini who has access to the original virility of our spirit and seeks to infuse that well-being into the body, mind, and soul. This tone is healing, correcting that which has fallen out of alignment. So if you need some healing, that is a really good pure, it's not easy to listen to those tone hertz. Pure tone is not binaural. So binaural has different flows, different tones, still equating to the hertz because that's what it's putting out. But a pure tone is this one solid ding, whatever it is. And that could bother somebody. And not that tone, that one pure tone, is what I play in the bathtub or into the shower with the Bluetooth speaker. So it's hitting and echoing, not just my body, but the water that's hitting me. The soul blueprint is the original spiritual plan for our development. It is the innate guiding wisdom within each being that knows what it means to be. An example is the intelligence within a caterpillar that knows how to move with patience and process transforming into a butterfly. The original and purposeful wisdom of our true nature is life-changing. It can dissolve inherited pains and psychological struggles and allow projections from others, which may be influencing us, yet are about their desires, not our true nature, to cease to have an effect. Under the influence of 285 hertz, we embrace who we really are. If you feel disoriented or conflicted about a choice, trust that this chaos is a consequence of a cosmic realignment with your life path. Move through it with a trust in your heart, patience, and a willingness to keep the faith, knowing you will eventually find your way. The adjustments taking place within you will affect your outer world. The adjustments taking place within you will affect your outer world. I needed to repeat that. Just like the tumultuous alchemical journey of the caterpillar transforming into a butterfly, your inner transformation shall shape you and your world into the beautiful, inspired, and authentic form it is meant to be. Flamingo earrings. A lot of us are in that brutal patience game, waiting, more waiting, thinking it comes, and then it doesn't come, and you're just like, okay, but when, universe? But when? But when? And I think a lot of us, especially those of you in this chat, have been waiting their entire lives. And not to say that small things don't happen, that miracles don't occur, that these great little waves, bandwidths of waves of greatness doesn't happen. It does for everybody. But I think a lot of us have been more in the we're just coasting and we're not seeing any results. So I'm hoping the energies that are culminating and we're in Libra season, so the balancing should start happening within our astrology, within our own selves. The purging is still going to continue, and everybody is on their own journey. Everybody is on their own wavelength, and everybody's at different levels. Do not compare yourself to another person. You can only compare and contrast so much without the ego being in the way. Always go inside of yourself to discern, because there is a lot of distraction, a lot of information out there that if you're not going within and going, okay, well, that hits here and it hits good, then you take it. But a lot of people are not. It's like they got used to not doing it. They did it for a little bit and then they started going off and going, oh, let's go ride the train. And it's because they're bored or whatever the case. Stay true to your authentic self, because more of you. Hi, Barbara. Barbara, I got flamingo earrings. A lot of this energy is culminating and it's holding in our space right now. There's a lot of things out there that are trying to take you off your path. There is no right or wrong or on the path or not on the path. You're going to bend up where you are because that's what you designed for yourself. Being as that may, stop leading and letting other people lead your journey. You are the only one that can lead your journey. Discern what you're taking in and what is renting space up here. Go out into the world and live your life, because that is what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to sit behind the screens and allow other people to dictate to you how to feel and what you are seeing is real or not. It's a little story. You wrote it. Remember that. So I'm going to get off, guys. I am going to close this out. Get all the informations in there. So if you want to check out my website, it's not updated at the moment, but I have things to add in there. Obviously, I just finished, because it is Craft and Sip. I had 2 drawings I totally finished today. I finished finally. Pumpkin, and that's Buster on top, and that's Pumpkin on the bottom. That's Marine's babies. Finished. Yay! And then we're gonna do more flamingo fun next time. And I have a vending event in November that I have to start getting myself kicked in the butt for too. But I have cat sitting to do, and that's gonna take me a bit, and I don't want to get back home late because I do have work in the morning. And more cat duties to do. So I want to thank each and every one of you for your support, your love, your light, your contribution to the chat and to this channel, because it's not just me, it's all of you that make this special and that are helping others heal and be more in awareness. So I thank you for that. I will be live on Friday, so make sure you are hitting that little dingy bell so that you know that I'm live. Again, with cat sitting and other things going on in life, I just don't know what time I'm going to be available. Like today, I ran home and I was late. So sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within your heart space. Be the shoulders. Be the lighthouse. Sprinkle and seed your truths. Chicken! Chicken. And light that path forward. I hope to see you all on Friday. And make sure you check out my other videos that I do upload almost daily for the most part. And if you're a channel member, I did post on Sunday a channel member only oracle card reading. It's over an hour. Really informative about change. And it's just there to help you. So thank you all so very much for your support, your time, your love, and affection. And I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day, no matter where you are. And